Here's why Bitcoin could hit above $100,000 in 2024 or 2025. The first catalyst is the Bitcoin halving, which is expected to happen in April of 2024. If you're not familiar with the halving, that's when the Bitcoin reward that goes to the miners gets cut in half, which lowers the rate of inflation for Bitcoin. After each of the halving cycles in the past, we've seen an increase in the price of Bitcoin afterwards. Now that Bitcoin is more mainstream, it's not necessarily going to have exponential gains like in the previous years. But even with the price going to 100,000 at its current price of 30,000, you're talking about 200% gains within the next 2 years. You also have the largest asset managers and other large asset managers applying for a Bitcoin ETF, which would definitely bring on more institutional money, and that's the big money. You also have something called the NUPO, which is the net unrealized profit loss, and that is still in a favorable position. In English is that there's less selling to the downside because less people have profits to capture. With all that said, it's still speculation, and I'm not one to be a complete degenerate. I still follow an allocation rule that I've been following for years, meaning I have a set allocation for my risk tolerance for that asset class, and if crypto gets too high as a percentage of my net worth, I tend to sell. That just happens to correlate with when times are really greedy and euphoric, I tend to sell, and when times are fearful and everyone doesn't want to touch crypto, that's when I buy. What do you think? Bitcoin going higher or is Bitcoin going to zero?